In the effervescent and tumultuous age of the judges of Israel, a character emerges whose life is intertwined with the destinies of the nation, the prophet Samuel. His story is a testimony of faith, leadership, and obedience to God. From the miraculous birth, the result of his mother Anna's fervent prayer, to his position as the last judge of Israel and one of the most influential prophets, Samuel played a crucial role in the transition from the system of judges to the monarchy. In this video, we'll explore Samuel's inspiring journey from his divine calling in childhood to his wise and prophetic leadership in times of great challenge. Through his life, we will see how Samuel remained faithful to God's will, leading the people of Israel with integrity and righteousness. Join us on this journey through biblical history to discover the timeless lessons of courage and devotion left by this remarkable servant of God. In the period when Israel was ruled by judges, the historical and political landscape was marked by constant conflict and the search for stability. It was a time of decentralization, where each tribe of Israel followed their own leaders and faced unique challenges. The need for unified leadership was growing, and it was in this context that God raised up Samuel to guide his people. Samuel was born in response to the fervent prayers of his mother, Hannah, who promised to dedicate her son to the service of God. From a young age, Samuel was delivered to the priest Eli and grew up in the tabernacle, where he had his first direct experience with God. This divine call occurred one night, when Samuel heard the voice of God and, guided by Eli, replied, "Speak, O Lord, for your servant hears." Thus began the trajectory of Samuel as prophet and judge of Israel, a role he would play with integrity and devotion throughout his life. From an early age, Samuel showed a deep devotion to God and was recognized for his integrity and wisdom. As a judge, he toured several cities of Israel, deciding disputes and leading the people justly. In addition to his judicial functions, Samuel also played a crucial prophetic role, conveying God's messages to the people and guiding them on the paths of faith. One of Samuel's greatest challenges was to confront corruption within the religious system and the people's growing demand for a king, as other nations had. Despite his reluctance, Samuel sought God's guidance and in obedience anointed Saul as Israel's first king. This transition marked the end of the period of the judges and the beginning of the monarchy, a significant change in Israel's history, mediated by the wisdom and leadership of Samuel. The transition to the monarchy in Israel was a period of great change and challenge. The people, dissatisfied with the leadership of the judges and desiring to be like the surrounding nations, cried out for a king. Samuel, though reluctant, took the petition to God, who replied to him that he would heed the request of the people, but not without first warning them of the consequences of having a king. Obeying God, Samuel anointed Saul as the first king of Israel, an act that symbolized a new era in the governance of God's people. Despite his sadness at seeing the people reject God's direct rule in favor of a human monarch, Samuel continued to serve faithfully as a prophet. He guided Saul, counseled the people, and subsequently anointed David as the future king. Through his leadership, Samuel ensured that the transition was made according to the divine will, keeping the nation in line with God's precepts and preparing the way for David's dynasty, which would bring great blessings to Israel. Samuel's legacy is marked by his unwavering devotion to God and exemplary leadership. As a prophet and judge, he stood out for his integrity and justice, being a central figure in Israel's history. Samuel not only guided the people through tumultuous times, but also played a crucial role in the transition to monarchy, always seeking to fulfill the divine will. His life and actions left a lasting impact, shaping Israel's future and establishing a pattern of godly leadership. The lessons from Samuel's life are valuable for any age. His faithfulness to God, even in the face of significant challenges and changes, inspires us to maintain faith and integrity in our own lives. Samuel shows us the importance of listening and obeying God's voice, leading with justice and compassion, and being willing to serve others humbly. His legacy continues to resound, reminding us of the power of faith and unwavering obedience to God. The transition from Samuel's leadership to the monarchy marked a crucial moment in Israel's history. Although it was a period of significant change, Samuel's legacy endured, influencing future generations. His exemplary life and dedication to God serve as an eternal model of leadership based on faith and integrity, inspiring us to seek the divine will in our own journeys. As we close this journey through the life and legacy of the prophet Samuel, we are reminded not only of the historical importance of his actions, but also of the eternal values he embodied. His devotion to God, his unwavering integrity, and his righteous leadership continue to inspire and challenge people of every age to live with courage and commitment to divine principles. May the lessons learned from Samuel motivate us to seek a life of faith, service, and obedience by following their example in order to honor God and positively impact the world around us.